So how do we bridge the gap between our emotions and a woman's emotion? How can we effectively communicate with them about how we feel in certain situations?
Great question. So listen, I think first off, it's really important to understand that we're not women, and for women to understand that you're not men.
Yeah,
we're not going to do things the same, because I personally believe that our missions in life is different.
Right.
And a great book to detail that is The Way of the Superior Man, which talks about, you read the book, mm-hmm. and talks about how women aspire to be loved. Women aspire to love and marriage, and men aspire to complete missions. We're mission oriented.
Yeah.
It's not to say that we don't want to be loved or this and that, but it's just not the top priority.
Yeah. So
what we do is we exchange. We exchange with women and say, hey, if you can help me get to my mission, I'll give you some love. That's essentially, it's a trade-off.
Yeah.
Good people, welcome to another episode of Mindfully Misunderstood.
I'm Cam.
And I'm Cook. And we're just a couple of regular guys to talk about things that interest us, that range from ignorant to intellectual and vice versa. And if that interests you, hit the like and subscribe button. And if it doesn't interest you, hit the like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of when we drop content that you absolutely hate to your core.
True.
Leave the hate in the comments.
We will roast your ass.
Now, without further ado, let's get into this.
Now, as you could tell by the title and the thumbnail, we ain't fucking around. We just gonna dive right into it.
Let's get into this.
Let's get it.
Yeah. So, you know what? What's been an ongoing conversation lately is about men and how we manage our emotions. Obviously we manage our emotions differently from women.
Obviously,
which causes a lot of confusion, right? And because I think we do try to make efforts to understand each other. But it's hard to, I don't know. It's hard for men to really express why we manage our emotions the way we manage them.
I think it's really hard to explain how we detach ourselves from certain situations.
Yeah. Yeah, like we understand each other in that way,
yeah.
But women, when they try to wrap their brains around why we act a certain way, they can't. And I've tried to explain this until the cows come home, but
I don't think there is any explaining it, because I think about the one time we had that conversation where you was like, nobody can make you mad.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, at the time I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, people piss me off every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, you're letting that person, you know what I'm saying? You letting that person in that space where, you're letting your emotions get the best of you in that situation. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? You let that person get you mad. So it's like, well, now I'm pissed.
Yeah. I mean, essentially you gave him that power.
Yeah.
And I first heard that, I was probably mid-20s in church, and a preacher said, no one can make you mad. And I think this was like Bible class. So it was like, it was open forum.
I was about to say, this was probably fresh.
Yeah, no, it was open. It was an open, so it was Bible class. Anyhow, and I didn't understand that at the time, because I'm like, bro, no way. Like you said, people piss me off all the time.
Right.
But as you get older, you are expected to get wiser, so you should get wiser, right? You get older, you get wiser.
That don't always.
That right? It don't always happen.
Yeah.
But you start, especially as men, because we're mission oriented,
Goal oriented.
You know what I mean? And you know, it's kind of like you either have to manage your emotions, or your emotions will manage you.
You know what's crazy? I don't think as men, there's a middle with us. There's no I
never thought about that.
Yeah, you either are considered emotionless or you too emotional. So it's not, we don't have like that in between point where I think women do, where we can not be too emotional, but be emotional enough to be like compassionate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, so I kind of, I started really diving into this stuff when, I don't know, probably about 15 years ago or so, where I had this infatuation with Navy SEALs. I did.
Navy SEALs?
Navy SEALs, man, because...
What?
I'm going to tell you why. Because I often wondered, first of all, they some of the toughest mofos on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, the training that they go through in that. And so,
yeah, for sure.
And so I often wondered, like, if I could do that. And so one of the Navy SEALs mantras is to suffer in silence, right? Now, we all know that, you know, life is going to give you painful shit.
Yeah.
It's going to deal you some, you're going to get dealt some bad hands occasionally.
Yeah, you're going to get fucked up.
So if you kind of, how should I say, if you put yourself in the mind of like a Navy SEAL, and you know you have this mission. So whatever your life mission is as a man, you're on this mission, knowing that bad things do happen in life. Do you suffer out loud? And now you've gotten off mission. Okay, so like if you liken it to the Navy SEALs, if you're on a mission, if you get shot, right, you start screaming and crying and shit. Now you can give up your location.
Yeah.
Now you the mission, you messed the mission up.
Right.
So I think a lot of us we understand that, hey, life is going to deal us some bad cards here and there, but we got to keep pushing. You know, you don't really have time to like sit around and bitch about it. And doing that over time, over years, it does make you appear to be numb.
I think there's healthier ways to express how you feel without letting that necessarily like build up to where like, you know what I'm saying, now you get to a point where it's too late and now you're going off.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know what? I don't know. Okay, so I don't know if most men are even like letting it build up. I think most men are just pushing it to the side. Like,
but see, to me, that's a build up. Because, look, we can say something doesn't bother us all day long. Mm-hmm. But in retrospect, if that's all we talk about, feel like, man, I really feel like I need to talk to somebody. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it don't even necessarily have to be like a therapist, right? You just need to sometimes you just need to get that shit off your chest. Yeah. Sometimes you just need to say it out loud so that shit ain't just weighing on you. You know?
No, and I get that, and it definitely helps to have somebody to talk to, because that could set up a situation where you know, they say the idle mind is the devil's workshop. So if you got nobody to talk to and you sitting there by yourself, you stewing in these emotions, that's how motherfuckers end up, you know, being homicidal and suicidal. Yeah. You know, so definitely, it's definitely good to have somebody to talk to.
And I think it comes from, too, like, lack of distraction.
You have to have some type of order to your life. Yeah.
There should be more of a conversation about emotional awareness with men, mm-hmm. because I think one of the reasons why we don't talk about it, obviously, is for one, we're super misunderstood. And two, if we do talk about it,
Now you're a bitch.
In a healthy in a healthy way, you know what I'm saying? Some people would be like, well, how the fuck did you get to that conclusion? Or how do you go from A to Z, you know what I'm saying, that quickly?
Well, I seen this meme one time that said, I don't know if I'm strong or numb. And,
yeah,
you know, I've had conversations with men about this because I've kind of tossed that around in my own head. Like, I don't know if I'm strong or numb, but I don't think I'm numb because, and I don't think I'm numb because, dude, I like to, I enjoy life. I'm goofy. I like to have fun, but you know, and I love people. I just, when it comes down to like serious things or my time, because I can't get that back. When it comes down to serious things, dude, I'm focused, and
that's the discipline, though.
Right. Well, and so that being said, I don't get all overly emotional about things, especially if I don't have control of them. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's what I've been practicing over the years is if it's within my control, you know, affect some kind of change with it or what have you. But if it's outside of my control, I don't give a hell what it is.
And I think that's where we go wrong, you know, because we so worried about what other people think. So it's like that person is not doing anything for you. So why do you care about that person's opinion?
Mm-hmm. Now that's one thing, but I'm saying, okay, so like, well, so for many that don't know, it's kind of funny because when I bring this up, you know, it triggers people, but I am a practitioner of Stoicism. And so it scares people because it sounds like a religion, and it's not. It's not a religion. In fact, you can be a Christian and a Stoic at the same time. Stoicism is just a mindset that, you know, you're not giving so much mental real estate to those things that are outside of your control. And here's the thing. So outside of your control is the weather, right? Where, you know, you're expecting the weather to be one way and you walk outside and it's pouring down rain.
Right.
You know, you got no control over that, but that could mess somebody's day up. And man, it's raining, it's snowing, 3 feet of snow. Yeah. Like, dude, I enjoy all of it the same. You know, because it's outside of my control, and so I don't really give it that much mental real estate. But now here's where it gets tricky when you're dealing with other people, right? And specifically women. I've had a conversation with a woman that, and we talked about this before. It's like, you know, if I do X, Y, Z, would you be mad?
I hate that
and
conversation, dog.
No.
I hate that conversation.
But and that's because, you know, I'm listen, man, I allow people to be themselves. And even if them being themselves is not in line with what I think they should do, yeah. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? You know how many of us tiptoe around each other because we don't want to be our real selves. You know, because you're not and so I don't want to put that pressure on people. That my idea of how you should be, I'm going to push that on you. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yeah. So and that's I let people be themselves.
But sometimes people don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they don't want to show you.
I get it. So exactly. So that's why I call myself offering a safe space. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're a hoe.
But see, we could do that all day. You know what I'm saying? We could tell you, you know what I'm saying, everything under the sun. But if you're not, I feel like everybody really comes with a character, if you will. Mm-hmm. Everybody has that Jim Carrey mask on.
Yeah. Until,
you know, they feel like they can get comfortable enough to, you know, let their hair down and let them be themselves.
Exactly. And so that's what I'm saying, man. Look, I offer a no judge zone.
Yeah. I think that door should be open right away. I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying, put all your cards on the table on the first date, but I think that, you know, if that is a person that you know what I'm saying, not necessarily see a future with, but if you want to take that person seriously, then, you know what I'm saying, put your shit on the table. And I think that women may not like the complete honesty at first, because every woman always say, well, if you just tell me the truth, we won't.
Bullshit.
That's bullshit. That's cap. And I could literally, you know, I could be that guy that's like, if we go into a function and be like, yeah, I fucked her.
Come on, man.
I fucked her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could name 30 different bitches or whatever, and we could be in that function, and you can't tell me that you're not gonna feel some type of way, even if I'm telling you. So, like,
so, you know,
if you see that, you know what I'm saying, if you see them girls laughing or whatever, I ain't embarrassing you. You know what I'm saying?
Because
you already know. And I would like to think that we would get the same type of treatment, because don't take me somewhere and I got, you know what I'm saying, I got dudes laughing behind my back because,
well,
you know what I'm saying, they done smacked the cheeks.
Okay, all right. So, and I just had this conversation with a woman. I don't really care.
I mean, I don't care either, but don't, like, I think for, you know what I'm saying, men who aren't really men, they sitting there gossiping like little girls. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey man, we all got a past, right? And you know, some of our past is a little more embarrassing than others. You know, and that's why I don't really try to check the whole facts. I don't try to check the whole facts. Because
I ain't saying check the whole facts. I just want to know, like, you know what I'm saying, like, if I'm in a room with people that you done dealt with.
Okay, but look, okay, so here's the thing. See, this is back to dealing with things that are outside your control. What if she doesn't tell you?
I mean, that's cool too, because we can handle it, you know what I'm saying, right then and there.
Because they could literally be a situation where it's 4 guys in a room that can slig up in her. Now you expect her to tell you all? It's like, nah, you feel like you're dealing with a harlot. You know, I mean, if I was a woman, I would. Hey, if there were 4 guys in a room that I slept with, I might tell you about one. I'm not telling you about these other 3. You know,
I get it.
Yeah, because now you're gonna judge me, and they might all happen at the same night.
Right.
No, but and so that's what I'm saying. I don't want to put that type of pressure on. Listen, we all got past, man. I mean, let me tell you something. I've stolen shit when I was a shorty. You know, I mean, I wouldn't want that to come up. You know, because I'm not a thief.
Right.
I would. So like,
I get you.
So people got past that.
So how do we bridge the gap between our emotions and a woman's emotion? How can we effectively communicate with them about how we feel in certain situations?
Great question. So listen, I think first off, it's really important to understand that we're not women, and for women to understand that you're not men.
Yeah,
we're not going to do things the same, because I personally believe that our missions in life is different.
Right.
And a great book to detail that is The Way of the Superior Man, which talks about, you read the book, and talks about how women aspire to be loved. Women aspire to love and marriage, and men aspire to complete missions. We're mission oriented.
Yeah.
It's not to say that we don't want to be loved or this and that, but it's just not the top priority.
Yeah. So
what we do is we exchange with women and say, hey, if you can help me get to my mission, I'll give you some love. That's essentially, it's a trade-off.
Yeah.
And so what drives us is different. I'll give you a good example. I think it was in the book. It talked about how if a woman loses her job, she comes home from, and you know the husband tells her, "Baby, it's gonna be okay." You know, he gives her a foot massage. You know, maybe make her a meal or something, and she's happy, right? She's like, "Oh, right." Well, whereas we lose our job, if we come home, there's nothing that woman can do to make us feel better.
Yeah,
there's nothing, because the mission, we're off our mission.
Yeah.
So I don't really care to. It's not that I don't care to be loved right now, but that is not making it go away. I need a mission. I need to get back on my mission.
Right.
And so the only thing that's gonna make you feel better is, hey, I need another gig or another way to get some money. So
I think that's where the misunderstanding is, because like I've had women ask me like, well, what can I do? There's nothing.
Bruh,
there's nothing.
It's funny you bring that up. Yes, that happens a lot. What can I do?
Well, what do you mean nothing? I mean, there's absolutely nothing you could do in this situation. I have to handle what I'm going through on my own, in my own space, and then I'll come back once, you know.
And that's not to say that you know, you couldn't figure something out later. Yeah. Once you come up with this plan, all right, boom, I need you to do this. But in the moment, I felt that so many times.
Yeah, you just gotta wallow in it for a second.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Then I'm coming back.
Right. And because you essentially you got to go into your cave. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. You got to go into your cave and fucking come up with this plan that's going to help you deal with whatever you're feeling. So now you ask, how do we bridge the gap? I think that's first, understanding that we're not each other. And I think largely, I haven't seen it so much with men, but I'm not letting men off the hook. Mm-hmm. But I do see that women, they want us to act like them in situations like, nah, love, I'm not a woman. Right?
Yeah.
And so I haven't seen it. Maybe there are some men out there that want their wives or significant female to act like a man in a certain situation. I don't want that. I really.
I know too many men that act like women, so I can't.
Damn. Really? Let us pray for these guys. Guys,
no, for real. I mean, and I don't mean that in like a bad way, but there are some I've seen firsthand where a guy will tell his girl, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you don't talk to my best friends, like to his boys, like you don't have conversations with them even when I'm standing with you type shit, like weird shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
and you know,
that's weird.
It is, but because you know what? Here's the thing, man. I find that a lot of times it's weaker guys who try to be controlling like that.
Yeah.
You know, and so because here's the thing, brethren.
I feel like those type of niggas is the niggas that try to like beat up on their girls.
Yeah, for a fact. But here's the thing, you know, when you try to control, when you try to over control your woman, I'm not saying you can't have an influence on her, but when you're trying to control her every move, it appears to be a weakness in that you're afraid that she's gonna do, you know, gonna go astray.
And she's gonna do that shit regardless.
That's what I'm saying. If she wants to do it, you think you stopping her there?
If she wants the peen, she gonna go out there and get it.
And that's what I'm saying. Again, these are things outside of my control.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Because if let me say something. If my woman is going, then she ain't my woman. That's it, right? And so I wouldn't give a fuck who you talk to.
And that's how Mary had a little lamb.
You feel me? And but I think another way for us to bridge that gap is I think men, and I'm learning this myself, is that okay, so I learned this actually a couple weeks ago. Somebody where I live on another platform. They were talking about how men and women feel the same emotions. Women are just more expressive of those emotions.
True.
And I never really thought about that. I kind of felt like I didn't feel them, but I do feel them. I feel pain. I feel disappointment. I feel
love.
Yeah.
We feel all of that shit.
I feel it, but it's like
the way that we internalize it is just different.
Yeah. I don't express it. I don't express it because, you know, I think we learned pain management when we were shorties. You fall off your bike, scrape your knee.
That come with the game.
That come with the game, right? You know, you playing basketball. You know, you get an elbow to the nose. You know, hey, you stick some tissue up and then start to bleed, and you keep playing. So we learn pain management real early. Like you don't get to stop.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, just because you hurting, you don't get to stop. And I think it's understood among men that you don't even get to bitch about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. You hurt? I'm hurt too. What's up? So,
I swear I tell my sons that every single time.
But you know, but that's the way. What happens is over time, it creeps its way into our love lives, to whereas you know it transcends from those physical bumps and bruises we were getting to now emotional is like, I don't need to speak on this. I just need to keep moving. I don't know if that's
for us. It's what did you say that one time? It was like what's understood don't have to be said.
Yeah.
So for us, it's like you can feel like whatever emotion we feeling at that given time. Like you can feel that. If we mad, you feel that because there's a shift in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
If we don't feel love, there's a shift in that atmosphere because there's a personality change where it's I'm now business with you. You know what I'm saying? You can physically feel our change. So it's like we don't have to. There's nothing that we have to say because our physical being says what we needed to say. Mm-hmm. That's just like if I walk up on you, or somebody tell you like, or you tell somebody like, hey, the next time I see you, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Real nigga that's said that, you know what I'm saying? If he see you and you see his body language, the next time you see that nigga, you know he's gonna punch you in the face. Mm. So
I like them type of guys that give you the warning. I like that. I don't give the warning.
But that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy that don't give the warning, you feel me? The next time he see you or I see you, I don't have what's understood don't have to be said. So I already know, oh shit, maybe I need to walk that way.
It's on sight.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? Here's the thing, man. It's crazy because a lot of stuff that I learned in the streets, or I gotta give a shout out to my cousin. I don't think this nigga knew how wise he was, but anyhow, that whole striking by surprise.
Yeah,
that comes out of the art of war. And it's something like let your anyhow. I'm gonna butcher it up, but it comes out of the art of war, where you it's surprise, and it's kind of like the smashing the ant with the sledgehammer type.
Yeah,
let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you strike, something strike like a thunderclap or something.
Yeah.
But anyhow, it's like it's some deep shit. But that's what it reminded me of when you said, I don't know. I learned that from my cousin. Don't advertise it. Just do it. Mm-hmm.
And see that to me, that's like one of the scariest things because like that's why I tell women all the time. You'll know when a man's done.
Yep.
Because he ain't gonna say nothing to you. He ain't gonna talk to you. Whatever he got to say, he gonna say with his body.
Yeah. Because but here's the thing though, many of us don't really know how to communicate anyway. To be honest with you, we don't know how to communicate, and so we most of us are all about action.
Yeah.
And so we do that off of instinct. It's not like it's planned, it's calculated. Like I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna bounce. No, we do it off instinct. We don't talk. Next thing you know,
Yeah, man, I'm giving you the same energy you give me. That's what it is.
So yeah. But also too, I think I do understand that women do want to see a softer side of their men. It's kind of like the Incredible Hulk, or even like Beauty and the Beast or what have you. Whereas you know, like the Incredible Hulk, he was very dangerous, man. Mm-hmm. But that woman could calm him down, and I get it. You know, that they want to feel that they're special in the sense that they can get the calm side of the beast. I get it. Sometimes it's just hard to cut it off though, because the woman may be a part of the problem. You might be part of the problem. So now I gotta keep my beast up. You know, I can't even put the beast to rest when I come to the crib.
Right.
You know.
That's, man.
Yeah. So no, man. I think if we learn to communicate better, is another. I'm saying verbally communicate.
Yeah.
We learn to verbally communicate and understand that we don't have to be tough with our women. You know, your woman know if you're a bitch or not. She know you ain't gotta. And so what I'm saying, that's a fact though. Your woman know you're a bitch or not. So I just don't personally believe you gotta be tough with your lady. But it ain't even. Sometimes it's not even just about you trying to be tough. It's just that you be in this mode when you feel certain feelings. You get in this mode.
Yeah, that's
the woman know. Right, women know. Women know.
A woman know when you a bitch. Yeah. Crazy.
Ladies.
What if that person was in the grocery store and he was like, "Yeah, I'm about to beat this nigga ass," and she was like, "Boy, sit down."
Stop the cap. Like, stop the cap.
That's fucked up.
Stop the cap.
You know how hurt my feelings would be if she was like, sit down.
I'll handle this. Sit down.
Or I get Steve to put his hand on you. That's crazy,
bruh. No, and that's like the worst situation. I've seen it happen with some guys, man, where they it was obvious that they women knew that. And here's the thing, though. There's a misconception that you have to know how to fight to be like a stand-up guy or something.
Yeah.
And this is off topic, I think, maybe a little bit, but you don't. Listen, man. At the end of the day, let's say men specifically, men are scared to get their ass whooped. Talking to the men. Men are scared to get their ass whooped, so they tiptoe and all. No, listen, man. If you stood up for yourself, and then got your ass whooped, that's more honorable. That's more honorable than fucking just going along.
You gonna have to whip my ass. You
gotta give me the L, man.
Yeah, you gotta give me the complete L.
You gotta give me the L.
You better make sure I'm asleep, nigga. Yeah. I'm and gonna keep getting up and going.
But that's okay. So now we grown, but we're not advocating physical violence.
Yeah,
but
no.
I'm saying. My tactic has always been I could talk to anybody.
Yeah, for sure.
I should be able to express. I should be able to express how I feel to anybody. Now you can determine how far we take it. And I like Jay Prince. I don't know if you follow Jay Prince, man. I didn't get a chance to read his book, but I can just about imagine what it's about because he keeps that calm demeanor. That's scary. It's scary, and I love it. I love it because people don't know, they don't know when they piss you off or not, and they don't know what you're gonna do next. Mm-hmm. But they do know you about that business, right? So, it's the respect thing. What I like about Jay Prince is he's gonna come respectful, and that's what I teach people, other men who I talk to who dealing with certain things. You come with respect first. It doesn't matter if the person earned it or not. And a lot of times, and that's why I haven't really had to have any physical altercations or any verbally serious in fucking 10, 15 years. Mm-hmm. Because I could disarm people with respect. You know, a lot of times people just want to feel respected.
Yeah, you disarm people with words, man.
Yeah. So that being said, man, men, we got to learn how to communicate better.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, and so listen, get some books. Go on YouTube, learn to communicate, especially with our ladies. I'm gonna preach to myself on that. I mean, you know, when I do get,
we got it down packed like a hacky sack. I know what you're talking about.
Down packed like a hacky sack.
You feel me? That's my shit right there. Yeah. Nobody take that shit. We got down packed like a hacky sack.
I'm gonna trademark that right now. But no, man, great convo. I'm hoping it was helpful to somebody, man.
I hope so, because this has been another episode of Mindfully Misunderstood podcast. I am your host, Cam.
And I'm Cook.
And we appreciate y'all for listening to this episode, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Whether you like the video or not.
That's immaterial. That doesn't matter. Hit that like button.
Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. Lag us.
Tell
you
us
can lag
what
us.
you liked.
You can lag us with the like button.
And what you hated in the video, please.
Yeah.
Because I will be in the comments and I will roast your ass.
So,
feel me?
But yeah, it's been a good one.
Appreciate y'all.
See y'all at the next one.
Peace.